line AB 70 mm long has its end A 10 mm above the HP and 20 mm in front of the VP. Now, while I am writing this question, you can also write the question and also you try to solve it. I will wait for a minute after I write the question. I will explain the question. I will wait for a minute, and in that minute, you try to solve it. Whatever comes to your mind, you try to put it on the paper. Then I will explain. The end B is 45 mm above the HP and 70 mm in front of the VP. Draw the projections. Today is 1st of June. So I have written this question here. I will explain it first. Okay, before I explain the question, all of you can pay attention here. Again, once again, I am revising the procedure to draw the position of lines. I hope all of you are looking on the screen and looking at the screen and understanding the concept. Now, what I am explaining here is the basic concept. Okay, basic concept once again. How we start? We generally are known. We are been given these things. Position of A. So this is A dash, and below this there will be a point that is A. So this will be given to us. Then we are given what? We are given a true length of the line. So this is the true length of the line, true length that is given to us, and this angle is theta. This is given to us. So since the angle theta and true length both are given to us, we can locate this point and we call this as B dash. But then this is B dash, but this is not final. So we call it as B dash 1. So I call it like B1 dash, B1 dash. Then we project it in the top view and we get here. This is called as B1. This is the stage 1, where theta is known, true length is also known, phi is also known. Then in stage 2, what we do? In stage 2, so in stage 1, what is given? Line is inclined. Inclination is with what? Inclination is with HP. Inclination is with HP. In stage 2, inclination with VP is given. So again, some angle, and I am drawing the true length. I know the length of this line, true length. I also know this angle phi. So this point is, since it is B point, so it will be B2 because B1 is already there and this is not B. B is to be obtained. And then we project it in the front view, something like this. And this point that we get is called as B2 dash. So the green color indicates the projection of line inclined to VP only. Black color indicates the projection of line inclined to HP only. Then considering the inclination of HP and VP, what we have to draw? We have to draw the position of B. Position of A is given to us. Position of B is to be found out. So for that, what we do? We draw a locus line. This locus line for in front view as well as top view is obtained. This is true length. And in order to draw locus line, what we do? We rotate. What we rotate? We always rotate the, this is called as elevation length, since this is in front view, and this is called as plan length. We rotate the horizontal line. Okay, we rotate the horizontal line like this. Okay. Now you must have noticed in yesterday's sums, yesterday's sum that I had given to you as a homework, this horizontal line was rotated, but it was not rotated in downward direction. It was not rotated in downward direction, but it was rotated in upward direction. Why? Because the distance of point B, this distance was given as 20. So that question which Ayush was asking, so if you rotate it in downward direction, the distance is increasing. So you must have learned one more thing here, that the line can be rotated in upward direction also. This line can be rotated in upward direction also. Okay, so in this particular sum, we are not rotating in downward direction, we are rotating in upward direction. Okay, again, also this can be rotated like this. So if I rotate it, it will be rotated in downward direction. And then we have to show arrow for all the lines, all the projectors. This projector is drawn like this. So this means that first the front view is drawn and then top view is drawn. Similarly, this projector is drawn in this direction. And then finally what we get here is this line, which we called as the point is B. And if you take the projector here like this, here, then this is the point that we obtain is called as B. This is called as front view. This is called as top view. All of you have already understood this, but it was just a revision by the time all students must have joined now. Okay. We have also understood that this front view, length of the front view and the elevation length is always equal. Also the length of the top view, this should be top view. The length of the top view and the plan length is always equal. And it's always the plan length which is rotated and always the elevation length which is rotated. We will never rotate the true length line. What is rotated? The elevation length or the plan length is always rotated. And the length of the front view is equal to the length of the elevation length, and length of the top view is equal to length of the plan length. Theta is the angle which is made by the line with respect to horizontal plane, and phi is the angle which is made by the line with respect to the vertical plane, and alpha is the angle which is made by the front view with the horizontal plane, and beta is the angle that is made by the top view with the horizontal plane. This is clear to all of you. All of you already know this thing. I don't think there is any doubt to any student in this. Now, if this is fixed in your mind, you can solve any question.
Sir, sir, एक doubt था sir.
Yes.
Sir, it's now written that NB is 45 meter above the HP. अगर for example just ऐसे पूछ रहा, अगर 10 हुआ तो फिर वो ऊपर जाएगा ना सर, instead of down. उसको ऊपर शिफ्ट करेंगे ना थोड़ा.
किसकी बात कर रहे हो तुम?
सर इधर देखो ना, line is the end B लिखा है ना, the end B is 10 mm above the HP.
कहाँ पे end B लिख रहा है आयुष? 10 mm?
नहीं सर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ अगर हमने 45 की जगह 10 लिया तो फिर वो ऊपर जाएगा ना सर, ऊपर शिफ्ट होएगा ना, वो बोल रहा हूँ.
ओके ठीक है. If the end B is 45 mm above HP लिखा है, so end B is 45 mm above HP. This is with respect to what? This is with respect to front view. तो ऊपर जाएगा, और 10 mm बोला तो भी ऊपर ही जाएगा. If it is written that the end B is 10 mm above HP, तो भी ऊपर ही जाएगा वो पॉइंट.
ऊपर ही जाएगा सर. वो फिर डाउट था, मेरे को लगा फिर नीचे आएगा. ठीक है.
ओके, लेट अस फर्स्ट डिस्कस दिस सम. ठीक है, तभी डिस्कशन में क्लियर कर देता हूँ. ये इसमें किसी को डाउट है? दिस इज द बेसिक क्वेश्चन. क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think some of you have already solved the given question. So let me go to this given question. Okay, let me explain here itself. Already it is drawn, no? So it's good. A line AB 70 mm long. So what is given? Let me erase this thing. Those who want, they can draw it. I am explaining to all those who have not understood. Line AB 70 mm long. So true length equal to 70 mm. Now position of A is given. Position of A is given and position of B is given. Okay, position of A and position of B is given. So what it means? It means that, see, a line AB 70 mm long. तो एक line है AB, इसका true length 70 mm है. So this line length is known to us. This is known to us 70 mm. 10 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. So this means that this distance is how much? This distance is 10 mm, and this distance is how much? This distance is 20 mm. 20 mm. So we can locate the point A. Now after locating point A, we know the true length. So this line length is known to us, but this angle theta is not known. Angle theta is not known, but what is known? End B is 45 mm above HP and 10 mm in front of VP. So this end B मतलब किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? Is it talking about B2? No. Is it talking about B2? No. End B is 45 mm above the HP. मतलब this distance, see this distance. This distance is how much? This distance is 45 mm. And 70 mm in front of VP. 70 mm in front of VP मतलब where? 70 mm in, correct, नीचे टॉप व्यू में. So this is the distance. Okay, थोड़ा inclined तिरछा हो गया, so bear with me for that. 70 mm. Now Ayush, you asked me if it is 10 mm here instead of 45, if it is 10 mm. Okay, still it will go in upward direction only, because this is end B is 10 mm above HP. Okay, if you read it like this, end B is 10 mm above HP, तो ये ऊपर ही जाएगा. But in that case दोनों भी 10 है तो पैरेलल हो जाएगा. Let us consider 15. 45 की जगह पे 15 consider करो. So what it will be? It will be read like this. The end B is 15 mm above the HP. तो ये हमने जो 45 ड्रॉ किया है वो कितना mm रहेगा? 15 mm. ठीक है. Now how will you proceed drawing this? First you obtain the position of A dash. So what I will do is I will circle it. Number 1. This is what you will obtain. Then number 2 you will obtain. Then number 3. Number 3 is what? This you will draw. This will be number 3. Okay, when you draw this line of 45 degree, how it will be drawn? So this is the distance of 45 and you will draw. This is what? This is locus line. Locus line. Have you understood it? Have you understood this, that this is a locus line?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now once you draw locus line, this is the position of A dash. We have to draw the true length. True length कैसे दिखेगा? Inclined दिखेगा. Now what is the length of this true length? True length का length जितना दिया है 70 mm.
70.
करेक्ट. और वो कहाँ तक जाना चाहिए? मैक्सिमम इसके ऊपर तो नहीं जाना चाहिए ना, 45 पर ही आना चाहिए. So take a radius of 70 mm in the compass, keep it on A and cut it wherever it cuts on this locus line. So this is the true length. True length मिल गया, ये वाला true length मिल गया. इसका नोटेशन, इसका लोकेशन भी मिल गया, B1 डैश. नो ये B कहाँ पर आएगा? B कहाँ पर आएगा? इसी लाइन पे आना चाहिए B. लेकिन वो कहाँ से आता है? सी, ये B कहाँ से मिलेगा? इसके लिए हमको पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. ये B2 चाहिए पहले, और B2 के लिए क्या चाहिए? ये वाला चाहिए, ये वाला. So once we draw this AB2, you can project it here, B2 dash, and then it can be rotated such that it intersects this locus line and you will get the point B. अभी B2 कैसे मिलेगा? How to get B2? For getting B2, you need to know this angle. We don't know the angle, but we know the locus of B2. ये कितना distance पे है? 70 mm पे. So this is A. यहाँ से distance कितना रहेगा? 70 mm, and this is the locus line of 70 mm. Take distance in compass. How much distance you will take? True length in the compass. True length ले लिया compass में, वो आ गया somewhere here, and you draw it like this. So this is what? B2. B2 को प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे ऊपर तो क्या मिलेगा? B2 dash. So here you will get B2 dash. इसको रोटेट करो, ये मिल गया B dash. Similarly, you can complete the top view. Okay, I will ask a few of the students now to show their book. I want this thing completed in your book. So randomly I will select few students. I know all of you are drawing freehand. It is told to draw freehand, and you have been told that only this A dash, B dash. This will be B dash, no, correct? B dash, A dash, B dash, and AB will be dark thin line, thick line. All other lines will be thin line. So what I will do is, this is explained, this is done by you. Now I am writing another question on the screen, and after that I will ask few of the students to complete. इसका screenshot लेना है तो ले लो, किसी को लेना है तो.
सर ये हम लोग जो फ्री हैंड में ड्रॉ करेंगे वो कंपास का जो मार्किंग है वो भी ड्रॉ कर लिख दे.
हाँ, फ्री हैंड ही ड्रॉ करना है, इसको बाद में फेयर करना है तुमको. सी इफ यू अभी फेयर करोगे तो तुम सॉल्व करने के लिए आधा घंटा लोगे, ठीक है, और बाद में तुम फेयर करो उसको आराम से. अभी कंसेप्ट समझ लो. ये फ्री हैंड का कंपास का भी अप्रोक्सीमेटली यू कैन मार्क.
ओके सर. सर मेरा और एक डाउट था, जो आपने वो ट्रू लेंथ ड्रॉ किया टॉप फ्रंट व्यू में सर, वो आपने सीधा ए डैश का लेंथ लेके किया ना, ट्रू लेंथ 70 मार्क करके उधर लोकस लाइन का मार्क किया ना.
करेक्ट.
थैंक यू.
Okay, so students, you take the screenshot. I am writing the next question now.
Sir.
Okay, done.
Yes sir, done sir.
Okay, so I am writing the next question now. The distance between the end projector is 35 mm. Those who have completed the first one will write the second sum. The end A is 10 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. The end B is 45 I will change the dimensions here. 55 mm above the HP and 60 mm in front of VP. Draw the projections. So this is the question which you all will be solving now. Meanwhile, I am calling few of the students. They will quickly turn on their camera and show me what they have already drawn till now. So we'll start with Amay Dubey. Yes, Amay, turn on your camera. Show me what you have done in your book. Amay, can you hear me? Okay, Amma is not interested. So let us mark Amma as absent. Amma, you are absent for today. So now I have to remember that Amay is not interested in lectures. He just turn on his camera and go away. Manasvi,
Sir,
yeah. Manasvi, turn on your camera and show me what you have drawn in the book.
I don't have webcam. Can I insert a snap, a paste screenshot in the chat box? Maybe.
Okay. Varun, yes, Varun, can you hear me? Varun, okay, Varun is also not interested in studying. Okay, I think I should talk to his parents that Varun turns on his lecture and he goes away somewhere. You should remind me these names. Varun Momadi and the earlier one was, who was he? Amay Dubey. Ayush.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, you note down these two names. Then Vignesh Iyer. Can we have Vignesh Iyer?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah. Show me what you have drawn.
Can you see it, sir?
Yes, yes, it is visible. थोड़ा दूर करो और so I can see the complete figure. Okay, you have neatly drawn. Okay. See, you don't write this mm. Mm नहीं लिखना है कहीं पे भी. And when you draw that
Yes.
arc, that arc should be a complete arc. वो dotted line नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be a complete arc.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. And ठीक है. Good, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Then Sahil Gosalkar. Yes. Okay, are you using pen, Sahil? Are you using pen? Unmute yourself, Sahil.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, पेंसिल का आदत करना पड़ेगा ना. You need to use pencil. Even if you are doing it on rough, you need to use pencil. See, the arrows that you have drawn should be closed and filled. Okay, and when your arrows closed and filled चाहिए, and when you write, you don't write between the line, write above the line, and if it is a vertical line, write on the left hand side of the line. Also show the arrows. Okay. Okay, Sahil, good. Aman, all those who have not done, they can pay attention here. Again, it is the basic sum that I'm sorry. The distance between the end projector of a line AB is 35 mm. It means that see this distance, which is the distance between end projector. This is the distance between the end projector. This one. This distance is the distance between end projectors. Can you see this? All of you have noted it. Distance between end projector is distance between the A point and B point. So this one is given as how much? Is given as 35. That's it. बाकी ये सम पूरा ऐसे ही है. Okay, it has scrolled upwards. The distance between the end projector of a line AB is 35 mm. End A is 10 mm above HP. So we can locate the position of A dash here. And see now, when you are giving dimensions, if you write it like this, A dash here, then this projector dimension line, sorry, the extension line will go from A. Okay, so what you should do is, you know that you have to write the dimension here. Where you will write dimension like this, correct? This is how you will write the dimension. This arrow should be closed. See, this is meant by closed arrow. This is meant by closed arrow, and this is filled. This is meant by open arrow. This is meant by closed arrow, and this is meant by filled arrow. You fill it properly. Okay, this is called as closed arrow. Now, how much is this distance? 10 mm. So here, which is the point? This point is A dash. And on this only, this projections, you will get a point A. What is the distance? This distance is how much? 20. This distance is how much? 20. 20. And this point is A. Now the end projector, the end B is 55 mm above HP. 55 mm above HP matlab we'll draw a line like this. This distance is how much? 55. And below this distance is how much? This is given as 60. This is 60. Okay. All those who have attended my first lecture, second lecture, they are also able to do this. Or if you are interested to do, you can do it. Okay. Then I know that the locus of B will fall on this, and the locus of B will fall on this in the top view. Okay, here in front view and top view. Now I know another thing. What is that? I know that this is the line on which I will get which points? I will get the points B dash and B on this line only, because this is the distance between the end projector. This is how much? This is given as 35. So where will I get point B dash now? Here, obviously, because it is the intersection. So the point B dash will be obtained. Point B dash will be obtained here. This is B dash. And from here to here, this point is called as B. Now you know how to project the remaining part. This line is obtained. How this line is obtained? This line is obtained by rotating. What is rotated? This is obtained by rotating like this. So this is the elevation length. How will you get the elevation length? You will get the elevation length like this. This is drawn like this. So I will erase this. This is not properly drawn. I think this should be clear to all of you now.
Yes, sir.
I am not using scale because if I use the scale, it will take more time, and I am not used to do it on this. So that's why. So this angle is what? This is phi. Again, how will you project the next view? I will use green color for that. And then this is rotated here, and this will be plan length. And when this is projected, something like this, you will get this point, and this angle will be theta. This point is B1 dash, this is B2 dash, this is B1, and this is B2. Done. You can calculate alpha how much, you can calculate beta is how much. Any doubt to any student in this?
सर ये अल्फा बीटा हम प्रोजेक्टर से ही ये करेंगे ना, मेजर
Yes,
करेंगे.
yes. प्रोटेक्टर से मेजर करना है. You must have understood that now you are taking less time to understand as compared to the first or second sum, because you are slowly understanding the concept. But from my end, I have completely cleared the sum inclined to HP and VP in first quadrant. अभी इतना जितना मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया उसमें तुमको सब आना चाहिए अभी फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट का. Now I am going to take another sum. Before that, any doubt to anyone here?
No, sir.
नहीं सर.
No, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. Okay, in every sum you will be asked to measure the distances. Either it can be distance between the end projector that is to be measured, or it can be alpha, it can be beta, it can be theta, phi. These things you need to measure. The line PQ 100 mm long. So before starting, let us note what is given. True length is given as 100 mm. Is there any student who still have confusion in identifying true length? True length is 100 mm. Inclined at 30 degree to HP. What is this 30 degree? This is theta. 30 degree. What is phi? Phi is 45 degree. Okay, till here it's okay. Till here it is okay. All of you will be able to solve. Provided the position of A and B is given, you can draw this. If I give it that A dash is equal to 20 mm above HP and A is 15 mm below or in front of VP, all of you will be able to draw this. This is basic sum. Now, a small modification is done in this basic sum. What is the modification done? See, this is like this. We draw it like this and then draw, and then we draw it like this and then we obtain it. So instead of giving this location, which is generally of A dash, the midpoint location is given. So if this is A dash, B dash or B1 dash, this is midpoint M and its location is given. So this is given like this. So how now tell me now, if this is the midpoint, let me draw it again so that you can clearly understand. I am drawing only the first part like this. This we name as A dash. Then we get this point here, and here we call this point as what? A. This is A1 dash, and this is A1. Then what we do? Then we draw inclined at phi, and this comes like this. We project it like this, and then we name this as A2. This is A2 dash. This is called as elevation length. This is called as plan length. Now understand here that now instead of this position known to us, if we know this position, then can we draw this much line? Can you draw this much line? Suppose this point is M dash or M1 dash, whatever. We can draw this, and its plan length will be how much? This much. Is this pitch clear to you students?
Sir, how did you draw that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, one at a time.
How did you draw that AA2, sir? वो नहीं समझा.
A2.
Yes, sir. Because we
Arre.
have only.
This is phi. This is theta. See, I have not read the complete question. I have read the question till here only. And then I am explaining you something. And what is drawn is the basic question. It's the basic question that I have drawn.
Yes, sir. समझा.
Okay. Now, if I take a point here, M dash. Okay. Then, and if I draw this, the angle remains theta. And this projected here. So this will be M dash, M1 or M. Now, how much this length will be? This will be plan length divided by 2. Did you get this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And similarly, if this is the midpoint of this true length, so this is point say N. And then if I project it, let me use another color. If I project this, then this will be projected like this here, and then this much length will be elevation length divided by 2. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in the particular question that we are going to read now completely, instead of the location of A dash and A, the location of M dash and location of N and N dash, this is given. So what will we do? We will solve this sum by considering the half elevation length and half plan length, and then we will extend it to obtain the position of A dash and A. I'm repeating it. We will solve this sum in the same way, but what change we'll make? we don't know the position of A dash, but we know the position of M dash. So यहाँ से आगे solve करेंगे. So how much is this? Half of the true length. And how much is this? Half of the plan length. Similarly, we will draw this. How much is this? Half of the true length. And how much is this? Half of the elevation length. And then we will get the points, and then we'll extend this. This will extend either. कितना extend करेंगे? Equal to half of the true length. Similarly, how much will we extend this? Half of the true length. Okay, तो question समझ लेते अभी पहले. The line PQ 100 mm long. So true length is given as 100 mm, is inclined at 30 degree to HP. So this is inclined at 30 degree, so theta is equal to 30 degree, and 45 degree to VP. So phi is equal to 45 degree. Then this is not given. This is not given. What is given? Its midpoint is in the VP. Its midpoint is in the VP and 20 mm above the HP. See, midpoint is in the VP and 20 mm above HP. So I will write it in the sentence like this. Midpoint, that is M dash is 20 mm above HP, and M का मतलब, this is what? Front view, and this is what? Top view, because M is in VP. M is in VP. Now, further what they have asked, draw the position if the end P is in the third quadrant and Q is in the first quadrant. See, M and P is in the third quadrant. So this line is actually P dash Q dash. So let me name it as P and Q. P dash, and this is P. This is Q dash. This is Q dash. Line is PQ. Okay, not AB. So what they are saying is end P is in the third quadrant. End P is in the third quadrant, and Q is in the first quadrant. See, first quadrant और third quadrant का मतलब क्या हुआ यहाँ पर? And P is in the third quadrant. P is here, Q is here, and the line is something like this. So if I draw it in a three-dimensional view, it will appear something like this. See, this is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant, and this is the third and fourth quadrant, and the line is like this. Line is like this. Some line is something like this. So this is P and this is Q. It has gone through the quadrant. It has gone through the quadrant, and one of the end is in, am I right? P is, so sorry, this is P. P is in the third quadrant, Q is in the first quadrant. Students, is the question clear to all of you?
Sir, I had a doubt, sir.
Okay.
Sir, that first line जो आपने वो line बनाया ना, वो मेरे को समझा नहीं. Its midpoint is in VP, मतलब it should be on the line, right? X, Y के. वो थोड़ा doubt था.
Nee, this midpoint. Okay, that I will clarify. Okay, that I will clarify. But at least you have understood the question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that I will explain properly. I will draw another figure and explain properly. ये तो इसी में explain किया था, इसलिए वो वहीं पे आ गया. But have you understood the location of the line? It is not entirely in the first quadrant, as we have seen till now. It is half in the first quadrant and half in the third quadrant. Okay, so hereafter you may get lines like this: half in the this quadrant and half in the this quadrant, either like this or like this. Okay, so line can be in any quadrant. So we are not interested in the position of line. We are interested in this point Q dash, P dash, whether it is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. Okay, now what difference does it make? See, here, if it is in the first quadrant, then it is above HP, in front of VP, correct? This I have already explained. If it is in the third quadrant, then it will be below HP and in front of VP. If the point is in the second quadrant, then it is above HP and behind VP. If the point is in the third quadrant, it is below HP and behind VP. Okay, this is what you have to remember. Okay, this I had explained in the earlier lecture. Now, now question clear हो गया सबको, so that we can start solving the question. Is the question clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt? Any other doubt till this point? Let me also understand what are the doubts that you have in your mind, so that I can explain properly. Any other doubt?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, so I will erase this everything, entire thing, and then we'll solve it. Hope this concept is clear to you. Elevation length by 2, and why it has come, that also is clear to you. So this is what I can draw: X line, Y line. Then its midpoint is in the VP and 20 mm above HP. Now since it is 20 mm above HP, its front view will show us 20 mm above the HP. So we'll draw it in parts now. This is what? This is M dash. This distance is how much? This distance is 20. Or rather, I will write it like this: 20. This is what? M. Okay, is this clear to all of you now? M dash and M.
Sir, M is on VP, right? That is why you drawn it on the XY line, right?
Correct, correct. X on the XY line, and that too in the top view. That too in the top view. यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट है?
No, sir.
Now the line is PQ, out of which P is where? P is in the third quadrant. P is in the third quadrant. We know the two angles. We know the two angles, theta and phi. Okay. Theta is the angle obtained in which view? Front view.
Yes, sir. Front view 30 degrees.
Okay. So what I will do is I will draw here this. This is theta, correct? And how much is this length now? This is true length by 2. See how you have understood this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, हाँ sir. So that will be 50 only, na sir?
Yes, 50, correct. Now, which point are we going to get here? Are we going to get
Q.
yes, are we going to get P or Q?
So that is Q, sir.
Why Q?
Sir, because P is not known where it is.
P is in third quadrant.
P is not known. Okay, P is in third quadrant, but this point will be Q. Why Q? Because the line we draw it is like this, no, PQ. So this is, we are talking about, we are here now, we are here, M dash. So the point that we'll get will be Q only.
Yes, sir. Understood.
This is Q1 dash. Now we can also project it to obtain this view. So this will be what? Q1, correct? Similarly, we can draw the other view. And how will we draw the other view? This angle is, how much is it? 45 degree. Okay, 45 degree. So like this, maybe. This angle will be phi. Here we'll get the point Q, and then we can project it here like this. So this can be called as Q2, and this will be called as Q2 dash. Is this clear to all of you? So nothing new I have done in this. Only I have skipped the half part of the line. आधा छोड़ दिया और आधा draw कर दिया. Now, what is the next step? The next step is to rotate the line. Do you know how to rotate the line?
Sir, but the length of from Q is not given, sir.
Which length is not given?
How much is the distance from above HP and that?
Not needed, because we know true length, we know theta, so point Q can be obtained, correct?
Sir, but we won't get the
Sir, वो
locus line,
Q2
right?
कैसा मिला सर वापस बताओ ना.
ये Q1 कैसे मिला ये Q2?
Q2.
See, this is what, this is angle is phi, and this is what, true length by 2. True length is 50. So this is 50 by 200. True length is 100. So this is 100 by 250. Angle phi is known as 45 degree. और यहाँ पे Q2 मिल गया. Same sum. See, same sum. Let me explain you here. Same sum. जैसे हमने अब तक ड्रॉ किया, सिर्फ इतना आधा ड्रॉ किया हमने. Half of this. The line which I am drawing a line here. See, only this portion we have drawn, and this portion we have not drawn. That's it. यहाँ से आगे ये लाइन ड्रॉ किया, ये इतना पता था हमको, इसका एंगल पता था, फिर इसी को प्रोजेक्ट किया नीचे, ये ड्रॉ किया. अभी इसी को प्रोजेक्ट करके हम ये भी मिलाएंगे. व्हाट इज दैट? विल ड्रॉ एन आर्क. सिमिलरली हियर ये आधा ड्रॉ किया. हम यहाँ तक पहुंचे नहीं, वी हैव नॉट रीच्ड टिल दिस पॉइंट. इसके आगे से ड्रॉ कर दिया, because we are given the distance of midpoint. So midpoint के आगे जितना भी है उतना ड्रॉ किया. और कोई डाउट है पूछो.
सर वो हम लोगों को लोकस नहीं मिलेगा तो सर कितने पे आप रोटेट करोगे, कैसे वो ये बनाओगे?
क्यों नहीं
हाँ
मिलेगा
सर, वो मेरा भी
लोकस?
डाउट था सर. लोकस हमने को डिस्टेंस नहीं दिया
सर
है
हम
ना
लोगों
सर.
ने मिड पॉइंट लिया है ना, पूरा 100 थोड़ी लिया है.
अच्छा ठीक है, मिड पॉइंट लिया है. ओके, नो आंसर मी दिस. ये किधर चला गया? आई एम ट्राइंग टू गेट द सी. दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव, करेक्ट. इसमें take this point. Okay, take this point. This is the midpoint. Okay, this angle is known to us. This is 45. This will also be 45. This point is known to us. So if I draw it from here, ये कितना ड्रॉ किया मैंने? हाफ ऑफ ट्रू लेंथ. So ये लोकस पॉइंट मिल गया ना. लोकस लाइन मिला कि नहीं मिला? चाहे पूरा लाइन ड्रॉ करो या आधा लाइन ड्रॉ करो या 3/4 लाइन ड्रॉ करो, एंगल तो उतना ही रहेगा, एंगल चेंज नहीं होगा. वन थिंग. एंड सेकंड थिंग, इसका लेंथ कितना है इस लाइन का? ये हाफ है तो ट्रू लेंथ बाय 2. अगर 1/4 बोला है तो ट्रू लेंथ बाय 4. तो इतना भी ड्रॉ करके दिस इज द लोकस पॉइंट ऑफ सी.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है. तो मतलब इट डज नॉट matter whether it is half of the length that you are drawing or the full length that you are drawing. ठीक है. I think I will complete it in a minute because you have another lecture. Just give me a minute. It has got stuck. Okay, so now this we project like this. Here. So this is what front view by 2. ठीक है. And here if you project this line here, we'll get this top view by 2. Then you extend it half. You extend it here and extend it here. So we'll get the location of the points. Okay. I am sending the solution to you on WhatsApp. You go through this. If you have any doubt, we can discuss in the next lecture. अभी किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं.
No sir, clear.
Okay, Ayush, you are sending me those names. Okay, 3 names on
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp. भेज दो मुझे. Okay, students, I think you can leave. You have another lecture. We'll meet in the next lecture. No, thank you.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Thank you.